afternoon. My name is Kirk Lewis. I'm the Executive Director of Schenectady ARC, and welcome to Show Me Schenectady. This is sponsored by the DSIC, the Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corporation. I took off my mask because I'm going to be socially distant and proper here, but we're really happy for this opportunity to introduce you to our program. Schenectady ARC is an organization. We've been in Schenectady for developmental disabilities, and we're really proud of our horticulture center, which you're going to see and hear more about today. I'll try to say that a little more cleverly. So, to give you the tour and to show you around, it's my pleasure to introduce Donna Vincent and Kelly Dombrowski, partner, and they're going to show you everything that we do here. So, go ahead. Kelly?
My mask so you can actually hear me speak. And welcome to Maple Ridge. Maple Ridge is located at 2999 Hamburg Street in Schenectady, or right in Rotterdam, right in that business district. So come on down and join us. And Maple Ridge is a day habilitation program. We support around 90 people here, and our greenhouse is a wonderful place. We're so excited to show you about our greenhouse today. And we really wanted to think about what types of things are important to people with disabilities. And horticulture therapy is something that brings a really important piece to everyone's day. So everyone at Maple Ridge and everyone at Schenectady ARC has a time to take part in this. And what does horticulture therapy do for you? Well, not only is it socialization, you get to visit with all of your friends in the greenhouse. We do have a pond. I'm really excited to show you the pond at some point, to listen to that bubbling water. But horticulture brings, you can gain some exercise. For some people, it's improving your balance, cognition, memory, your strength. So, and just to make you feel proud. Sometimes it's just nice to accomplish something, or to get your hands dirty and get down in that dirt and turn the soil and put a seed in there, or weed something, or watch something that you've grown and then eat it. So that's a really neat piece. So we're really proud of our greenhouse, and Donna's going to take us on a little tour.
First, we want to show you our koi pond. This is part of our relaxation area. We have the water turned off right now for sound, but some of these koi are about 10 years old, and you can see they're about 20 inches long, the 3 original ones that we have in there, and we have some that are a little bit younger. And this is one of the activities here in the greenhouse. People love to come and sit on our benches and just watch the fish or listen to the water and relax, get away from the noise of the day. So that's our and I'm going to also talk about some of the partnerships we have within the community here in Schenectady. Coming up next week, we have our spring fundraiser plant sale with the Schenectady Rotary Club. And this will be our 3rd year doing this with them. And what they do is they take orders from their members and friends of their members, sell our hanging baskets and our combination pots and our herb planters. And then we share the profits with them. And so you're supporting 2 great organizations. If you'd like to order from the Rotary Plant Sale, go to their Facebook page, Rotary of Schenectady, and there's an order form link on there. Okay, so that'll be next week that we're doing that. We also do a holiday fundraiser with the Schenectady Rotary every December, where they sell between 100 and 150 maybe evergreen centerpieces to their same idea to their members. And so you're supporting the ARC and the people that work here, and also the Rotary Club. We also partnered with the Mosquito Rotary Club, and we did a Valentine's Day fundraiser with the Mosquito Rotary. So they took pre-orders for flowers for Valentine's Day, and then we were able to, we made them, and the people picked them up and supported both organizations. We also have a partnership with Me Schenectady and the Cornell Cooperative Extension of Schenectady County. We teach a 12-week horticulture certificate program from March through May, which we only got a few weeks in before this shutdown of New York, so we'll have to go back to that next spring. But we teach people from the community and from our organization all about this, many different aspects of horticulture to help them in the job market. We also work with the Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corporation. We do a holiday bazaar that we participate in with them every December, where we go and sell our wreaths and our door swags and our centerpieces there, our evergreen centerpieces. And we also did in 2019 called Spectacular, and so it was like a fall bazaar with all kinds of activities, and we had a booth there and sold some items, some fall things. And another thing we have coming up this year is this will be the fourth year, International of Schenectady, and that's a volunteer organization of women helping women. So they raise money to support their programs where they help women in need. And how we've been associated with them is they have a garden tour every spring, and that's their major fundraiser. So you can buy a ticket and go to visit people's gardens throughout the city. So this year we are going to do a stop on the garden tour. It has been rescheduled. It's now going to be August 1st, but we still plan on participating in doing a stop, so people will be able to come in and tour our gardens and see our greenhouse and learn all about what we do here. Another thing we do is we work with the Metroplex in Schenectady, and we do some growing in the downtown Schenectady to plant many of the cityscapes around downtown. And so we grow some begonias and get better samples. So we have like 150 of those growing right here on this table. This is called Stratton Garden. They're going to go in there. In the map, people are going to plant them. Another thing we do with Metroplex is the volunteers from Schenectady ARC, we grow other plants and plant them ourselves in the big, large bed on State Street in front of Proctor's. We've done that maybe 4 or 5 years now that we participated in that. We also do the Kids Art Fest. That's usually the first week of June. We have a booth there where we go and sell our plants. We work with the Rivers Casino, and we do our events where they all call us, and I need some centerpieces for an event next weekend to help us out, so we do that. And then I'm going to go this way. Some nephritis, some pothos, some bromeliad, some brucina. These are all going to the Albany International Airport. We have a contract with them through New York State Industries for the Disabled and Pine Ridge Industries, which is a branch of Schenectady ARC. We maintain the plants at the Albany Airport. Every week we go and take care of them. And right now, I don't know if you realize, but the airport's been going through a major renovation with the new entrance at Exit 3, and they're doing some improvements inside, so we're replacing a lot of the interior plants there. So these are all waiting to go there once we open back up. We also do another plant maintenance contract right at the corporate offices of New York State Industries for the Disabled down in Albany. So we do theirs. Over here on this table, we have, this is our propagation table. So as you can see, we have this overhead watering, misting systems for our plants. And right here on the bottom, we have what's called heat tapes. So when it's chilly at night, it's a bottom heat that goes under all the seedlings, helps them to grow quicker. It fools them to think it warms the soil temperature up so that they'll germinate and grow quicker. So New York State Industries for the Disabled, NYSED has a program called Create, which partners, with colleges around New York State. And so it's a statewide program. There's many other agencies and colleges that are engineering students at Union College, and they've been developing for us this computer operated watering and heating system. So obviously this year it didn't get finished because school closed early. So right now we have to flip the switch to turn on the water. So once the computer is done, then it'll come on automatically when the in the soil lets it know that they need water. Okay, so that's something we're working on. Another organization that we partner with is the Landis Arboretum out in Esperance. They're public gardens, and they have hiking trails, and twice a year they have plant sales, which is their major fundraising opportunity. And so we go there as a vendor and sell our plants and share the profits with the Arboretum. So that's something we do there. Some of the volunteer activities we do is every week we go down to Puzzles Bakery and Cafe downtown, and We make little arrangements for their tables for them, and so we have one of our individuals that goes down and removes the old flowers every week and puts the new ones in. We also work with Northeast Health, Eddie Senior Care, and twice a month we go and work at their day center making fresh floral arrangements with the seniors, and they really love it when we come. They like making the flowers. We work at Schenectady High School with the School to Work Employment program, which is through Schenectady ARC, and I go once a week and teach horticulture to the students in that program. They have a small greenhouse at the high school that we utilize, and we're teaching them how to plant vegetables and eating new things that they've never had, and growing plants. And then we have a little plant sale in the spring to so have some money for things they'd like to do. And I wanted to show you some more of the plants that we have. This table here, we've got our 4-inch pots, which are good for transplanting up into patio pots or plant them in your ground. We have several varieties of wave petunias, and our quick combo pots, so it's an assortment of 3 or 4 different plants all in the same pot. Same idea, you can plant them in your garden, you can put them in a patio pot, you can put them in a hanging basket. So there's all kinds of really cool varieties. We've got the pink and the purple, and these really nice ones with the peach and the yellow. They're one of the, it's got verbena in it, and some wave petunias. We've got lots of different varieties of hanging baskets. There's about 200 hanging baskets to choose from. We've got some Thunbergia here. They attract hummingbirds. They like the hot sun. We've got over here on this side, we've got some crazy petunias, the purple and the yellow. Here's some more of the quick combos. Those are the mixed pots in a hanging basket. This table here, we've got some more 4-inch pots that are good for planting your garden or your butterfly. These here, the daisies attract butterflies. They're good for that. We also have flats of flowers that you can, bedding plants to put in your gardens for planting. We have 2 tables of herbs. There's about 600 different herb plants here to choose from, all kinds of varieties of mint, oregano, geraniums. We've got some lavender, rosemary, all kinds of things. The basil we do in flats. We grow those from seed, so they're a little different. But we have lots of herbs from and to pick from. We have tomatoes growing. We have some cannas here, which are your big red flowers that you see late in the summer. Here's another one of my favorites on the mixed bag. It's really pretty. The lobelia and the verbena. Another one that's going to attract hummingbirds. They love the verbena and the petunias. So if you want to get some hummingbirds in the yard. And I'm going to go down this aisle here and show you some of our herb gardens. And you can let them dry out, and they're good for that. And they close up in the shade, or at night. The flowers will close up on them. That's something that unusual for.
Donna, can you give the address one more time?
The address here is at 2999 Hamburg Street, and the sign out front says Maple Ridge Center, and the greenhouse is located around the back. Okay. We also have a butterfly and a bee mix here in the herb gardens. So these are things that attract pollinators to your garden. This one has hyssop, clary sage, a borage, a Goodwin Creek lavender, and a mountain mint. So, and then we have and they're not all exactly the same. Some of them may have some different, plants. This combination here, these are our mosquito repellent mixes. So it's got a scented geranium, a citronella scented geranium, a lemongrass, lemon thyme, lemon verbena, and sweet lemon mint. So those are all things that will keep the mosquitoes away from you. Okay. And then over here, sorry, we've got our kitchen mix. So there's a whole bunch of kitchen mix herb gardens. They have rosemary, thyme, basil, oregano, and chives. We're waiting on the parsley. That'll be popped in next week. It's not quite big enough yet. So they'll all have the 6 different herbs in them to pick from. And so you can leave that right in the pot on your patio for the summer and just go out and clip what you need for cooking, for some of them might have, like this one has Italian oregano, this one has golden oregano. So some of them have a little bit of a different mix in them, but they're all the kitchen mixes on our combination pots. So now we're going to go that way. Back, take a left here. That way so fit in here. This table here, we have our strawberries. So we have two varieties of strawberries. There's lots of plants to pick from. They're both strawberries that will grow well in containers. Some of them have a white flower, and the other variety has a hot pink flower. So you can grow them in a container. We have some in hanging baskets as well that we're getting ready to sell. And those are very popular, the strawberries. People are liking to grow their own food. We also sell some tomatoes and peppers. We'll have cucumbers and zucchini and some broccoli and some other vegetables that'll be ready to plant in a few weeks. So it's a little early yet. We do have, speaking of vegetables, we have a 500 square foot of accessible gardens outside on the other side of the wall there, where people can grow right up to them in their wheelchairs or their walkers, and they're about 26 inches high, so it's easy to get to without getting down your hands and knees. And we grow all the vegetables that we grow there are shared with our 21 group homes throughout the county, or we use them here in our cooking groups. So the people that we serve, they're learning seed to harvest when we're teaching our horticulture in our program. So they might be planting the seeds in March and then April, and then they're going to take them and plant them outside in May, and then they're going to harvest them in July and August, and then they're going to, sometimes we will send a recipe home when we send, say, kale or Swiss chard, or maybe it'll be broccoli, and we'll send home a couple of recipes to give people a different idea of what they can do with the vegetables. You know, everybody knows what to do with tomatoes and cucumbers. They want to put them in their salad, but we try to give them some ideas for some other things. And we also try to teach, how to do some cooking. We do cooking groups here at program. So this here this is our hydroponics system. We're growing lettuce here and a little bit of basil. This is romaine lettuce. And so these, once they're full grown, those will be harvested and sent to our group homes for the people there to eat. So they're just growing there's a water holder down below, and the water's pumped up down through, and they're just grown without soil. So this is our test run of our hydroponic system to see how well our lettuce does. Some of the other things we do here, we teach floral design class. We use recycled flowers that are donated by a couple of local funeral homes. We pull them apart, and people get to learn how to make arrangements, and then they take them home. So everyone loves to make flower arrangements, and that's a very popular activity, is one of the things we do. And we do have a group of floral designers who are folks who we've learned have really enjoyed it, and they have an eye for it. And they've all taken our horticulture certificate program through SUNY and Cooperative Extension and us. And so when we do, say, a flower event where someone might hire us to make 25 centerpieces for their event or whatever it might be, these people are going to come in and help make the centerpieces, and they're going to get paid for doing that. And they're also, when we make our holiday, we make arrangements for Thanksgiving and Christmas that we sell. And so the same group of floral designers are able to work and get paid for doing something they love. We have some of the things we're promoting for the Rotary plant sale is, of course, the hanging baskets, which there's, like I said, there's 200 to pick from. And then we have the combination pots, which are the herb planters that I told you, the 6 varieties of herb planters. And then we have some flower planters. I'll grab one of those to show you. This is one of our combination pots that you can get through the Rotary sale, or this one has non-stop begonias with a spike in the middle. That's for the shade. So we have about 75 of the flowers to pick from of the different varieties of the combination flower baskets. Can you think of anything?
I always like to talk about the herbs that you were mentioning. Just because we work with people with disabilities, we also work with people who have a diagnosis of some form of dementia. Our greenhouse is wonderful for those people because they're able to come in here and just smell the herbs. They like to rub the herbs, and then they can smell them, and that just really heightens their senses. So that is a really other and neat use for our herbs that we grow, or for your herbs, if you're interested.
And we also, this area over here, if you want to do a quick scan, this is our succulent area. The succulents are very popular nowadays and growing in your home. They're pretty easy to grow. They don't need a lot of water. They do like a lot of light, but we have a large selection to pick from here. There's something that's very popular at the farmer's market when we go there each week, the Schenectady Farmer's Market. And people can also come here and purchase, but we have a lot of varieties to pick from. And in the winter, we sell more houseplants. There's not a lot of outdoor plants going on in the winter, but we do have some hanging baskets and some spider plants, things like that.
We've often taken our show on the road too. I mean, you've done a lot of plantings over the years. You've gone to the town hall and done some plantings. You've gone to some local churches and done some plantings. So not just downtown by caucus, but you've taken your show on the road pretty often to help out organizations that have reached out to us.
Right, we do the plantings at the Rotterdam United Methodist Church over on East Curry Road. Every year we do that. We do the plantings at all our Schenectady ARC properties as well, so the day programs and any of our group homes that want help with planting some flowers or having things at their homes, they're welcome to come in and pick what they want. So we try to help everybody out.
I'm sure everyone wants to know, Donna, how can they buy some of this, right?
That's correct, yes.
So you can order online. You can please like us on Facebook. Like us, the Horticulture Center on Facebook. Like Schenectady ARC on Facebook as well. And if you want to call directly, you can call 518-688-3104, right? And you'll call right into the greenhouse and talk to Donna or Val and place an order. And I know everybody's probably dying to know too, when are we opening?
That's right. We're going to open next Friday, May 8th. Will be our opening, and we don't have our price list up on our Facebook page yet, but we'll hopefully have that up early next week. And the Facebook page is Schenectady ARC Horticulture at Maple Ridge. So it's kind of a long name, but you can like us there and follow. Follow what we're doing and what we have available, and we'll hopefully have our prices on so that you can order right on the link online. It's just not up yet.
And it's also really important to know, because we are at a stage in our state where New York is on pause, that greenhouses are considered an essential business, so it's okay for us to be open, and we are following all guidelines set forth by New York State and the agricultural market. Just want to be sure everyone knows that. So there will be some guidelines. There will only be 2 people allowed in the greenhouse at once, and you will have to enter from the side. We'll enter by our greenhouse, which is over on the side of the building, and maintain social distancing as well.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
And I hope that everyone really enjoyed learning about our Schenectady ARC's Maple Ridge Greenhouse, our horticulture center. It's a wonderful place to be, really calming place, and we hope that all of you get an opportunity to come and visit us. Again, please like us on our Facebook page, on the Horticulture Facebook page, and on the Schenectady ARC Facebook page. And I hope that you learned a little bit about what we do every day, and look forward to seeing all of you soon.